Have you watched Sounds of Freedom, the movie?
I've read, I don't want to walk into the same trap. I've read about it. What is it? I've read a lot of things about it. What is it about exactly? It's a very popular movie now.
You haven't watched Sounds of Freedom?
I haven't watched any movies, to be honest, but no, okay. I don't.
Do you think, the stats they quote in Sounds of Freedom, which is, as a father of 4, you got one that's 11, about to be 12. I got an 11, 9, 7, and a 2-year-old. So the mindset of a father where once you have a kid, you're no longer in one place. You're always in 2 places. If you got 1, 3 places, 4 places, 5 places, so you're continuously everywhere. They quote the stat of 20 million new child pornography pictures have been uploaded on the internet the last 12 months. That's a 5,000% increase in the last 5 years. The fact that it's a $150 billion industry per year, pedophilia, human trafficking, the fact that you can sell cocaine once, but you can sell a 5-year-old child 5 to 10 times a day for 10 years, depending on what the age of the kid is. And that this is a crisis that is happening with minors around the world, with what's going on around the border right now, where kids are coming unaccompanied. This is a real issue. Do you see that as a top 5 crisis in America today?
It's a huge problem. I didn't know that's what the movie was about. It's a huge problem, but I'll go beyond that. I mean, there is a I don't want to get out over my skis, and it's probably a $1 trillion industry around pornography of all types. That is completely, I see guys in these rooms. We have this notion of the 8th and 9th steps of making amends. And these guys who are addicted to pornography, and the idea that every time they're watching pornography, it's probably a human trafficked or someone who's been exploited or someone who's forced into these things. This is a huge problem writ large. I haven't seen the program, but it sounds, as a father, it sounds horrible.
But Anthony, you're not equivocating porn with child sex trafficking.
Well, what I'm saying is that I'm putting them in the same category. I'm putting them in the same category.
Porn, consensual sex.
Well, hold on a second.
Versus child sex trafficking.
We have no idea. We have no idea about what consent people have given. Whether they, if you don't believe that porn is exploitive of people, then you and I have a different understanding. I'm not saying that all of it is.
I highly disagree.
I'm not saying that all of it is, but I'm saying it's the same. It's the same general problem that we're looking at stuff that's going on all the time, relatively out in front of us, that we don't really are thinking about the way that it's corrosive to society.
Surely children having sex is not the same thing as adult having sex.
That's surely true.
Okay, so that's sort of contradictory to what you just said.
No, I'm expanding the conversation about something I don't know very much about to something I had more experience with.
I think the question was, do you think this is something that we should be worried about? Do you think it's a top 5 issues?
Way more than JFK's assassination. Way more. Way more.
I don't disagree. I absolutely agree. I think to me it's even more than top 5, but I agree in that area. How much you think we're doing to protect these kids? Because how often do we hear about people getting, caught? How often do you hear about, it happened at a massive scale? There's a lot of people that are getting away with this.
I'm not really an expert on it, and I didn't see the movie, but yeah, it sounds terrible. And the movie's getting an enormous amount of attention, so perhaps that's the fulcrum that is needed to get more done.
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click right here.